Good morning everyone, it's Joker, and today we're back with another slime video. We have received the next defense battle, which I thought would coincide with the incoming meta being defensive oriented, and that was a mistake. So, we just get a random defense battle for funsies. It ends on the 8th, so it'll still be here when the new meta comes out if anyone summons for them. But, as you can see, we've gone through all of the other stages. Now we're going to take on the final stage, the extreme 5-turn limit. If we take a look at the missions, we do have 5 alive 3 times. Okay. We have 4 physical characters and 4 magic characters, so you have to beat it at least twice with different teams for that. And then we have 2 characters with an initial rarity of 4-star or less, which there's a lot of good 4-stars now, so that's not hard. And then we have 2 body and spirit changing skills, which are the pointy star skills. Those are generally reserved for heals. And then we have 2 defense changing skills, which are pentagons, which if you didn't know what that is, that's 5 sides. And then we have everybody's favorite missions, guard and counterattack. And when I say favorite, I mean terrible, because there is a very limited amount of units that can help you do this without you having to fish for it naturally. So, alright, so I'm going to put this at the beginning of the video before we do the fights, but here is the Crystal Bazaar 4 defense battle. I've done all of the missions, and these are the crystals I've gained from just beating the stages in general. So I have 10,130 right now. Now, this shop has a lot of things, and it takes about 27,000-ish crystals to clear the entire shop out. That's limited, minus the gold and magic heals. You don't have to do all that, though, right? There's only certain things in here that I personally am going to focus on. You guys do whatever you need to do as far as your box is concerned, but ideally the things that I'm most concerned about is the battle shard right here, the gold and platinum hammers, and then the EX rocks. Everything else in the shop is grindable somewhere else. Even the EX rocks are grindable, but this is an easy 7 each. So the 4-star motes I don't care about. There are no 4-stars that I'm awakening that are the old ones, just the free-to-play meta ones that we get from Corridor of Awakening. Silver and bronze hammers, I mean, if you're a newer player, these will be a good pickup for you to get your gear started. Food for bond XP for extra crystals, sure, I get it, have at it. Tower of Isis potions as like a last resort kind of thing. Newer players are going to have trouble progressing really far in Tower of Isis, so getting potions right now over things to enhance your gear like magic cores and hammers is definitely not ideal. And then if you do need random cores, you can buy 3 each of them for 150. But really, the only things that I'm going to buy are shard, hammer, rocks. That's it. But again, you guys do you. Let's move on to the fights. Going in, we're going to do a magic team first, and this is what I have built to run. So we've got the Golem, which is going to be your best friend, essentially, because not only does he give you guard, he gives you counterattacks, so you can get both of those missions done real quick if you have the Golem, which is an OG protector, so, I mean, chances are good, that a lot of people will have him unless you're just starting out, of which case, sorry, but you're not going to get these missions done. But we've got the Chad Gale Gibson being Earth. He's defense growth, so he's getting that extra defensive stack. We've got Rimuru and Soka. So all 3 of our frontline units are natural 3-star or 4-star units. So that's that mission taken care of. Everyone is magic, so that's missions taken care of. And then we have Mirren and Trainee in the back for healers, and also with very high defensive stats. And if we check out skills, we have a defense changing skill with the Chad right here, and then we have technically four body and spirit changing skills here, which we're only going to really use the heals. So there's 2 here. We just have to use the Chads twice, and we'll get that mission done. The Golem will help us guard and counterattack, and this is an all-magic team, and ideally everyone will live, so this is a lot of missions done right off the bat. You're an OG character. If you don't have Mirren, you can definitely bring Valentine or the new guy. I mean, they won't be defensive oriented, but you'll still have a healer with the body and spirit changing skill. You'll still have the Chad with his defense skill, and you definitely don't need to bring him You can bring Space Rimuru for all I care. He's got a defense skill, and you still have 2 4-stars on the team. Right? So we're going to go ahead and test this team out. It is a set starting hand with, I think, 3 greens, 2 blues, and an orange or something like that. I might have the blues and orange flipped around, but it's only 5 turns. They do get increased crit damage, so if you're running like the... Okay, I haven't flipped around. But if you're running like the pure Earth 2.0 team with free-to-play Aaron, she does give you that HP bump and crit damage resistance, so that can definitely help you live a little longer. What I've been doing with this team, though, is because I've got orb changers to blues, it'll help me get the Golem online much faster. So what I do is I just send the 3 greens, and we get 50 skill points right off the bat. And then perfect. Almost perfect, actually. Because we don't actually have a dedicated orange orb changer, but we can still, you know, steal this and then do the single change here. I totally messed that up, didn't I? Wait, what? Oh, I used the... Okay, well. If you don't misplay like me, because I'm a fucking idiot, then you'd have a full hand of blues. But, I'm an idiot, so... Whoops. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. The Chad is taking a lot of damage, but he is a 3-star unit. I mean, there are a number of other characters I could have brought in place of him. He's only here because he's Earth and he's got a defensive skill. So, we can go ahead and use the Golem now. And then we're actually going to get the Chad out of here. Never mind, we're not. So, and then we'll use the continuous heal, so we can heal back whatever damage they take. And we're just going to send these extra blues, get another Golem online. So we'll take less damage here. And ideally get guard and counter attacks, so let's see what happens. There's a guard and a counter, alright. And then there's guard, and counter, and counter. Alright, so that's those 2 missions done. We just have to live now. So I'm going to take you out, because I don't want you to get sniped. Alright, let's do this. The guard is still up on everyone minus Sokka, which alts don't care about guard. So there's no point in putting it up again, because they're all going to do is ult me. So this goes on to Sokka, okay. Please don't hit her again. Oh, we do have, okay, they do have follow-ups. But there's another guard to counterattack. And then, ooh, that hurt a little bit. Alright, so we're going to heal back a little bit there. We're going to heal here. So there's our 2 body and spirit changing skills taken care of. We'll swap you out. And we'll put the guard and everything back on. They do a lot of damage, but this is the last turn. I actually haven't used the defense changing skill yet, so we'll have to do that again with a different team. But, you know, hopefully we live here. So, hopefully no one dies. And there's an ult. Damage doesn't matter, you just have to live. You just want good defense stats, you want good HP, you want to tank these ults. That was a good tank right there. And then there's a super guard, perfect, and a counter. And then Midray, kills the Chad. That is unfortunate because that kills one of our missions right there. Alright, so he did a lot of damage. He did a decent amount of damage, so we could have, you know, played it a little better. If we had actually had a defense skill up, maybe we would have lived. But we've at least gotten a couple of the missions done, so now let's come back, try it again with a physical-focused team, because now we've got a lot of those missions. We just need 4 physical, 2 defense skills, and then we still need everyone alive 3 times. So I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back. We have a different team, a physical-focused team, mostly. We have 4 physical characters, plus the free-to-play Aaron, who's going to give us that extra HP bump, plus the crit resistance, which should help. We're bringing Guard Mjolnir, 4-star protector, because he is one of the ones that can at least give you a good chance to guard. Now, counterattacking is going to be an entirely different story. Hopefully you can just get some natural counters with it, but if you don't have like Dark 2.0 Diablo, if you don't have Earth Benimaru Protector or the Golem, counterattacks are not gonna be an easy thing to do, and you might as well maybe just give up on that mission, because it's not really gonna get you too much, but you can just do it again and get crystals just from playing it without having to do the stupid mission. But we've got Alice for the blue to greens, we've got Misery for the green buff, we've got Aaron for the orange to greens and her, defensive stuff. We've got Valentine for her heal, also Misery is a single target healer, and then we have Space Rimuru for his defense skill. So ideally, we would have Aaron, Valentine, and Rimuru up front for most of the damage, so we can tank it with the resistance and the defense. We'll see how that works out after I get some stamina back, which we need to do this, I think, one more time. So hopefully no one dies here, and if it does, well, then I need to rethink my strategy, or maybe swap people out at better times and keep them nice and topped up. But let's find out how this runs. So hopefully we can hit that 58% chance to guard, which the skill is definitely not maxed out, so, you know, other things can happen. Let's go ahead and just send these 2 orbs. We're going to leave everyone up front for now. Hopefully we get perfect. Okay. So there's an AoE, so now let's use the blue to green orb change, and now we'll bring the other units in. Alice is definitely not the strongest unit. Rimuru is going to come in for Misery, and then we'll go ahead and send this. It really doesn't matter what order we do, we just want points is the most important thing, so we can heal and use those defenses. Alright. Okay, cool, Pierce. Whatever. Alright, 1... There's that. Okay, so we'll get Guard Mjolnir. So guard rate 58%, and then guard power 10%, so our guards will take even less damage. Let's put the defense skill up, let's heal, and let's give ourselves the crit resistance. So let's hold on to that, actually. Let's hold on to that for just a little bit longer, because I think they don't start doing that until next turn. But I could be totally wrong, and we're about to find out real fast, aren't we? Oh, no, they do it now. Alright, well, whatever. Guard. Guard. Cool, so that mission's done. We took not a lot of damage. Thankfully, the defense skill lasts for 2 turns on Rimuru, so that makes it very easy to kind of save it. We'll use the crit resistance and max HP buff here, and then, do we have enough points? Yeah, we will. So let's use the heal again, just to get everyone nice and topped up, and then we'll send these orbs, get some points back, get guard back up for next turn, and we'll have 48 points to use the defense skill one more time, cover that mission, and hopefully no one dies here. Alright, that's a lot better tanking right there. Cool. Guard. Crit on there, but we took less damage. Guard. Alright, cool. And then let's use Guard Mjolnir again. And then let's go ahead and actually swap out Aaron for you. And then we'll use the defense skill, and hopefully everyone lives. And if not, well, then I'm going to be real sad about it. Okay, let's see what happens. Milim. Alright, hits Valentine. Good tank. And good tank. Midray. Hits Rimuru. And everyone lives. Alright, there we go. That hurt a little bit. Actually, it hurt a lot more than I thought it would. But everyone has lived. We got guards from, the 4-star protector. We got both of the defense changing skills taken care of because we used Rimuru twice. And we were able to heal. So, multiple times. So there we go. There is that. As far as like a more generic, right? We got 2 free-to-play units. We got an OG unit. You're I'm almost OG. And you're really old. And a 4-star protector. So, I mean, this is very free-to-play friendly. Taking a look at the box as it stands, what else you can use. As far as battle units are concerned that are defensive oriented, you can use EX Mirren. You can use the Earth 2.0 team if you want, which I will do next, just for funsies. Dark Diablo 2.0 right here. If you have him, he does have his own guaranteed counters if it's level 10. Now, I don't recommend building him up just to have that, because he's pretty much useless anywhere else. But, if you do have him, and you do happen to have him leveled up, and you completely forgot about him, like I know some people do, he can give you counterattacks, and since Father Midray does do AoEs, he is going to hit Diablo, so, you guarantee your counterattacks that way. Other than that, though, your options for counterattacks are limited to either the Golem or Earth Benimaru Protector, who gives guaranteed counterattacks but does not guard. So that is the other things. So you need, he can do counterattacks. You can use Guard Mjolnir to guard. You can use the Golem to get both of those taken care of if you're lucky enough to have him. We'll come back for one more run with the Earth 2.0 team because it is very defensive oriented. So hold on 1 second. Alright, boys and girls, it's time to use my most favoritist unit in the worldsies, the Maid. Alright, so no one can ever say that I just never use him, alright? I do use him on occasion where his skill set will come in handy. It's just not very fucking often. So, Benda, suck it. We're gonna use him, and you can gloat all you want in the comments. I'm calling you the fuck out. Anyways, Earth 2.0, we got Mirren and Aaron. We're not bringing Adelman or Clayman because, surprisingly, they don't matter. And they don't have a defense skill. They don't even have healing skill. Well, they do have poison, which I guess would count because it's still technically that skill. But Isis, gonna Orb Change, also 4-star. Aaron, 4-star, Orb Change, defense. Green buff to give us, extra stuff. Healer, and defense skill on Rimuru. Also, he has 2 defense skills, so yeah, this will be the final team that I show off. Again, you'll have to do what you can. After this, we will go into the Bazaar and take a look at everything that you can buy and things that I think you should prioritize. Or maybe I'll put that at the beginning. I'll probably put that at the beginning, never mind. Alright, so we shall do this. We'll send the oranges again because it doesn't matter. Perfect. Alright. Cool. So we'll use the orb change, and then we'll bring in the defense units. Yeah. Defense units. I say that with all of the respect in the world, don't I? Alright. So we know that we don't have to put the crit resistance on until like the last 3 turns or so. Alright, well that's a good hand right there. So, let's go ahead and use the continuous heal. Let's use the defense that, is good for 3 turns. And then what is this? Guard power by 25%? Well, no one's giving us guard, so that skill's not very useful. So we'll use that. So that's a heal and a defense skill off the bat. Cool. And then we can just heal back that, the HP that we've lost, right? Technically, that we've gained. And then we'll reset all those skills with Benimaru. And this will give us guaranteed counters for 2 turns? Yeah. So we'll be looking pretty good tanking-wise, because they don't have crit damage yet. So let's see how much damage we actually take here, because it shouldn't be that much. 2,000 on the crit, okay. 800, 1,200, alright. I mean, that's pretty good. We're going to heal it all back anyways. The continuous heal will last, for a while. I thought his defense was for 3 turns. What are we doing here? Oh, that must be the trait. Okay, so, cool. And, I mean, we don't really have to do anything else here. We can just kind of take it if you want. Yeah, no. We've used 1 heal. We've used 2 heals. So we just need to use the defense skill again, which we will do now, I guess. And we'll just send the Maid at it, and we'll tank these 2 ults. And we'll be off the races. We'll heal back. We'll get a lot of points. Alright, yeah, that didn't do crap. Alright. And 3,000 is a lot more damage than I would like to take. Mid-Ray does 8,900 against the Maid. But really, we're not losing that much HP, and there's our 3 counterattacks because he hit everyone. Alright, the defense is still there, and let's go ahead and top everyone else up. And yeah, we'll send 1 orb, and that'll do it. So Milim again hits us for 6,400, which is just nothing. And then we don't have counters anymore. Mid-Ray hits for 11,000, which is quite a bit more, but still wasn't even close. So there we go. That is the final team I'll showcase for defense battle. Again, use what you got. You have to play the stage manually to actually get more crystals apart from the missions, which is kind of unfortunate, but all have already gone over the shop, and you don't have to buy everything. But let me know what teams you use down below so other people can take some inspiration from that. But that's it for me. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.